Well, hello and welcome to another Daily Dominion. It is Sunday, so we are welcomed by some campaign features in Delayed Joy and a rather nocturne themed kingdom. So Delayed Joy is a twist that means that we can save our boons for the next turn in case we want. And yeah, this is looking like it's going to be a wild ride. And I will just show the kingdom and hide myself so you can read through the cards. Pixie we faced yesterday, allowing us to take a boon twice by trashing it. Then we have Tracker, allowing us to also top deck cards. We have, well, Vagrant, I guess, for some supplementary draw. Shepherd, and Shepherd allows us to discard victory cards, revealing them to get 2 cards per card discarded, and that's usually a nice combination with Tunnel, or is usually nice in combination with Tunnel in order to like quickly build up some payload, because Tunnel, if you discard them, you can also gain a gold. Apart from that, we have, well, 4 cards that have heirlooms attached to them. We see 3 of them already in our hand. We have Goat, allowing us to trash right away. We have Pouch for an extra buy. I think this is the only... No, well, I guess you can always scrap for an extra buy. But apart from that and the boons, it's the only A plus buy. Shepherd has Pasture. And finally, Secret Cave has the Magic Lamp. And Magic Lamp, if we manage to pop it, that means having 6 distinct cards with exactly 1 copy of them in play. We will get 3 wishes, and wishes are those super powerful things that allow us to gain cards costing up to 6 right away to our hand. Also, Tracker is Pious, so when we gain it, we may trash a card from our hand. And we have Raid as a weak-ish attacking style event where you gain silvers per silver you have in play, but I don't think this is going to be relevant here. Now, this kingdom, if we look at it, does not look super strong in a sense that, well, there is no village, and thus, for example, Blockade is crippled by a lot because you can only ever play 1 Blockade per turn, unless you have, I guess, the Field's Gift to trash a Pixie and then get extra actions through that. So yeah, I guess also Tracker with the Delayed Joy could serve as an extern village with the same gift, but it's really not that exciting. What are we going to try to do here? We're going to try to draw big time with Shepherd and maybe with in conjunction with Tracker to top deck more Shepherds for next turn draw. Then if we pop the lamp, probably we're going to situationally gain maybe 1 or 2 hirelings that we put in play to draw us more cards, because that's also usually pretty great with Shepherd. We are also trying to pick up a few pixies, hopefully find maybe the Swamp's Gift for Will-O-Wisps, and then start greening somewhere. I don't think any piles will empty before provinces, so yeah, I think it will pay off to build big. We might add a tunnel if we need payload for shepherds, and I'm not sure whether we are going for a scrap. Probably not, just because with the pouch we already have the plus buy in deck. I don't think we're going to build much bigger than double province anyways, so yeah. Now we can also look at the kingdom plot, which looks as follows. The village is just a star village in the case of Pixie, and sorry, and we have a bit of draw, a bit of thinning. I guess the thinning is rather strong, and the gains with the wishes, especially since we have the heirlooms already, it's going to be hopefully rather easy to pop the lamp. Should be quite good. Now, opening-wise, if we had the 5-2 with the pouch in hand, I would be much happier actually, because then we could go for like double Pixie or Pixie Vagrant and be a bit happier. Now, as it is, we will just trash a copper here and probably buy a shepherd. And on the other hand, probably just buy a tracker, trashing one estate. I think we will keep one or two estates of the starting estates around for our shepherd, but I think it's better to trash them in the beginning. I could be convinced it's wrong. But yeah, anyways, I'm not super happy with that opening. Although I also don't really know what kind of better opening I would expect off of a 4-3. Um, Mainly, it would be nice to get our hands on some pixies, so yeah. Anyways, I think we just start. There's not that much else to say, and AI does have the 4-2 where it gets to pick up two pixies right away. Let's see what boon we will get. Um, so next turn we're going to have the shepherd, one estate, and the two heirlooms. So I think it's good if we go for next turn here, trash the copper, and go for a pixie, which we can even top deck, and then see what kind of boon we get there. The wind's gift would yield, well, the pasture and the other estate for sure. But if we don't trash this pixie, we will draw either the pasture or the tracker, and that means we will pop our lamp, right? So let's just go for that. We have the mountain's gift. Let's gain the silver next turn. Trash one more copper, I believe. Can do that, yeah, easily. And get our hands on those wishes, which we can immediately top deck. Do we even want to top deck them all? One thing I should certainly change in the settings for tracker is to top deck also bad cards because, well, we um, we do want to maybe top deck a tunnel here. And actually, yeah, let's think about this a bit more. Let's not top deck all three wishes, just one, and that's probably going to become a shepherd. And then we can top deck a tunnel and maybe another pixie or an estate even, and just get the big draw going. And pixie or estate, I'm not sure. Let's go for pixie for now. And AI does get the Swamp's Gift, but only the single Swamp's Gift. And it will still help it to decline that here, to probably find its pop its magic lamp. Now here we probably just want to gain either a duchy or a tunnel. Just a victory card, so we get to go through a bit more. Let's gain one gold, but not two for now. We don't need that, I think. And we can discard those two to draw on, or do we want to gain another maybe tunnel or duchy this turn? If we gain a tunnel, then we will discard 3 cards. We will draw 6 cards. No, I'd actually rather just discard these cards here. So now we've top decked a tunnel, an estate, and what is the last card we've top decked? I'm stupid. Is it a second estate? Yeah, we've only trashed one estate, no? Well, we have 4 points. Yeah, okay. 2 estates and a tunnel, that's perfect. So rather than going for a hireling off of this wish here, it's probably better to just play the tracker normally. And next turn, okay, we can even top deck the wish maybe. Do we want to trash anything? I would say not yet. Maybe later on we will trash the silver. Decline that and just top deck a shepherd and top deck a duchy and just get this enormous draw going. An AI might pop its lamp here. Yeah, there it goes, which is a bit scary, not gonna lie. What do we want to top deck here? Probably just another shepherd, like off of this Moon's Gift, I'm saying. Yeah, just another shepherd, so we're sure to draw into that. Let's not gain another gold just yet. Play this. I don't think it's worth to trash for plus buy. Although, no, I think it is one buy now, one buy next turn, and we should like be able to buy the Pixie back anyways. I'm inclined to just go for another tunnel to our hand to really make use of that. Decline that. The Sky's Gift is not going to do much for us. Now, if we discard 4 cards, we're going to have 7 cards in the discard, which means we can gain 1 gold with good conscience and even gain another gold, I think. Play this for next turn. Now let's trash this. We have 1 tunnel top decked, so we probably want to top deck this, top deck that, and top deck a province and be on with the game. I kind of dislike that we didn't get the chance to put a hireling in play, but I preferred the way to just keep on putting tunnels and shepherds into our deck. We might dud at some point, but right now we are so far ahead in points that I think we should be fine. Let's go for 1+ card now and 1+ card next turn. It's essentially pretty similar to a hireling actually. If we hadn't drawn the estate here to draw, I would have gone for even more plus card. Let's not gain golds here. But yeah, our deck is not in the best state, I guess. I don't, yeah. Here we can certainly gain a gold. We can, so what do we have here? We have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I guess we can also even discard all those, gain 1 more gold, have 3 cards with a Swamp's Gift top decked. Now this is 17. Let's trash out this silver. So we really don't need it. Just go double province. Or no, actually province, shepherd, and just another pixie. They are just so neat with these boons. And I guess if we don't trash the silver, we have 21, which is enough for double province and shepherd top decked, so that might be a tad better. And there my game crashed. Okay. I will pause the video and be right back. Well, bad news. Apparently the game keeps on crashing whenever I try to restart the daily, so I guess this wraps up today's video. I think we would have won pretty handily by just keeping on putting the shepherds on top of our deck, putting the provinces on top of our deck. Yeah, maybe what we could have done better is maybe add a secret cave somewhere along the way. Would have been nice, or two. Would have been nice to even be able to discard some shepherds in back into our shuffle to then draw. Maybe also adding a scrap after all would have been nice in order to, I don't know, scrap some golds and get some extra buy off of that. I think in the end, yeah, I would have appreciated a third buy. And yeah, I don't know. I'm really sorry to leave you here without the game actually being finished, but there is no way I can recover it right now, I believe. So I also don't think there's a way to recover. Let me see if I press here the 26th, uh, and it's frozen as you can see. Yeah, okay. I guess this is it. I will say then that I will catch you in the next one, whenever that might be. And until then, goodbye. Enjoy your Sunday.